What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, Counterbalance Solutions, where we're even in the playing field. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. But if you're not, welcome back. So today, you guys, I already know y'all read that title. So let's talk about ungating. So I was actually, you guys, gonna make an ungating video. But when I woke up, I noticed that the thing that I was going to ungate for auto-approved me. So I really wanted to go over some ungating information that I found. I want to go over some of the questions that I've been asked and just go over some of this information to make sure that y'all have it and that y'all know it, so that if y'all want to try and make some moves, y'all can. So let's jump right into what I got. Y'all know I got my notes because your girl's slow. First thing I really want to get into is like how I came about this video. So I was gonna be making an ungating video, and mind y'all, if y'all went to look at my other ungating video for groceries, I said in that video that I had bought multiple things so I could do multiple ungatings. That way I ain't have to go multiple times. I could just do it all at once and make copies of the invoice and do it that way. So that is what I did, and so I held on to my invoice.
By the way, you guys, the reason I was going to go ahead and do the ungated now is because you normally have about 6 months from when you get your invoice to apply for the different categories for that product. After 6 months, that invoice is normally no longer good to try and apply for that ASIN. So just something to keep in mind, y'all.
But when I went to apply, I actually ended up getting denied for not only the groceries, which y'all saw in the video, but I also got denied for, I believe at the time it was considered to be personal safety products. So I was like, all right, no worries, which of course I found the product. So when I went to do the ungating, since I got ungated for groceries, I just was like, you know what, let me work this and then I'll come back to this later. So I'm gonna show y'all what I got, and I'm gonna show you here. So, and then I'm gonna also show you guys what the seller application said, so y'all can see. Boom. So now, fast forward, that was back in December. So now fast forward, and it is the beginning of April, you guys. I was gonna do it, and I went, and personal property has basically opened up, as well as I was able to auto approve for the brand. So which gets me into my first question that I was asked. So I want to make sure we go over this. So when you go to get approved, you guys, and I would strongly suggest, if you're getting into the field, like, start now, because by the time Christmas and stuff come, that's when it's harder to get ungated. That's when everything starts to close down because it's Q4 season. That's really when the money's moving, which is like Christmas time. But I suggest doing it now, because right now, you guys, it's just easier to get ungated because it's not Q4 season. In Q4 season, everything goes into lockdown, y'all. When I say everything, I mean personal property, groceries, brands. Like, a lot more stuff is harder to get ungated for, and a lot more stuff is restricted. Once Q4 season, though, is over, it looks like a lot more is open as well. Now, with that being said, too, I also want to throw out there that I've been doing it now for a little over 6 months, and I've kept good metrics the whole time. Mostly, I think I've only had bad metrics like 1 or 2 times where I told y'all about my trip, and then where I didn't send a package out on time, but I sent it like the very next morning or whatever. So, or it was late being shipped. So, that's one thing too to keep in mind, that it really is important to keep those good metrics, you guys, because that's going to help you in the long run to get automatically ungated without having to go get those letters from the actual company or from the wholesaler. So another thing, what was asked was, if you're ungated for one category, does it open you up for all brands? I don't know if I answered it, but if I didn't, no. Just because you got ungated for personal property, or because you got ungated for, let's say, groceries, it don't approve you for every single brand, like Velveeta. Velveeta is very well that Velveeta could be restricted, but again, that's up to the personal brand. Each brand is different, so it is one of those sifting through a needle in a haystack, y'all, for real. So just something to keep in mind. Now, I want to answer a question that I had actually been asked months ago. And this is for like bigger brands, major brands, stuff like that, when it comes to their ungatings. Because just because you get approved for like apparel or just because you get approved for like I said, stuff like the topicals and stuff like that, does not approve you for all the amazing brands. Like, for instance, even, I don't even want to talk about them right now with the whole situation, but one of the big brands that was hard was Nike. A lot of people would try and get ungated, and I even been asked, like, have I figured out a way? And the truth of the matter is really, y'all really, if y'all just do a little bit of research, wee bit of research, you will see that a lot of brands, you just have to go to their brand website and apply. Some will want you to have a brick and mortar store, true, but some will actually just let you apply and probably just want to make sure that, you know, you're making good numbers and stuff like that and what platform you're using. And then some, you can just go to the wholesaler distributor. So if you find a legitimate wholesale distributor that sells those products, then you're good to go. Now, as well as that, you guys, another question that I got asked was, when you apply for a license, like if you're waiting for it, what do you do when you're trying to go ahead and, you know, do everything? So for here in Texas, I know with our website, we actually have it where we can actually pull up the license status right at that time. So I know for me, what I did was I actually had went, because I went before I got my license, you guys. Again, video in the descriptions. But I went before I even had my license. So I literally had to call them and be like, hey, is there any type of way to like show them? Can you, at first I asked if they could like talk to them, because I didn't know they had the little thing on there. But the guy was nice enough to walk me through how to pull up the status. And so I just strongly suggest that if you guys have already applied and if you're already approved with your license, but you're just waiting for the paper document to go to your wholesaler, then call up. If you're in Texas, obviously it's Texas Comptroller. But if you're not, then call up your local sales or resale tax license place and ask them if there's a way to show that status so that you can go, or anything like that. Now, sometimes, obviously, if you're in a smaller place, it could be harder, but I do believe it shouldn't be that hard. And they probably do have the online, so that way you can get in and get out. Let me tell you, do your research, y'all. Do that book work, because the more information you know, the faster you will grow and the bigger your business will become, and it'll become what you want. So that one. Now, another question I get all the time is about my wholesaler.
Thank you.
You're welcome, hon. Here, wholesaler that I use. So I'm more than welcome to give you guys the wholesaler. I'll put them here. It is Texas Wholesale. I am local to them, so I can shop via them. Now, this is the thing, you guys. The reason why it was so cheap for me to go through them is because I was local. I was able to go physically there. But if you are not local to the Texas area, you will end up having to, they have a minimum order to ship. So just something to keep in mind. You're more than welcome to use them. Clearly, they legitimate. They will get you approved. But baby, just keep in mind, if you're not local, that you will have to do a minimum order. And I do believe if you're not even like local for the area, it's like if you're not within a certain shipping radius, they also have like a $75 minimum. But do not quote me, you guys. Go to their website, texaswholesale.com. I'll make sure to put it right here for you. And definitely, you know, contact them and ask the questions that you need to ask. Again, they got me ungated, you guys. I was able to get ungated for like $10, truth be told. A little bit over that because it was a little change, you know what I'm saying? But they got me ungated. So if y'all want to use them, by all means, use them. But just keep in mind, if you're not local, stuff like that. So that's another one that I do get asked a lot. But I strongly suggest like to find a wholesaler in your area. I was able to work with someone else who was in Georgia and find them a wholesaler close to them. So you know, I mean, I just strongly suggest that if you can find you a local wholesaler, do that, because it's going to be the most affordable, it's going to be the most cheapest way to get you ungated, and truthfully the fastest way. If you go through companies like Frontier Co-op, Priceline, not Priceline, but I forget, y'all know which one, and then Dollar Days and stuff like that, it takes time. You have to wait for you to receive it, all that. And then if you don't get the right item, if you don't get approved, stuff like that, you have to worry about sending it back. Now, personally, I don't know anyone who has actually got approved via those companies. I know I tried to do Dollar Days, like I told y'all, and I was denied. I was gonna try Frontier Co-op, but I figured out the other way to do it, the actual way to do it without trying to go under and all that. So I mean, if those companies work for you, awesome, great. Like, please put them in the comments so we know what's up. But I can honestly say, personally, you guys, I don't know anyone who's gotten approved with those. So y'all just be careful with what companies you're using like that, and just do your research, y'all. Really, really do your bookwork, because it's that simple to get, honestly, approved. It just takes a little bit of work and you got it. And then, y'all, I can't stress enough, I really hope that I'm stressing, like, keep your metrics good. If you, once you keep your metrics good, you will really start to see so many ungatings. Like I said, the product, I'm gonna show y'all here what the product is again, but this was a product that even the brand was gated for, and now I'm approved for. Another brand, for instance, Arm & Hammer. I was definitely denied Arm & Hammer for months. And trust me, y'all know I check. Because there's a few products that you always see. I mean, even the dish, the soap, the clothes soap, I always see that stuff. So I've been checking that. And now I got auto ungated without having to approve and all that. And then once you're auto ungated, you guys, you're ungated. So you don't have to worry about like being kicked out or anything like that. So y'all can get your inventory list together, your replenishables together, and get it pop-a-lock. Hey. But no, real talk, you guys, just get your stuff together, get your research done, and, you know, get it done. I really hope that I answered as many questions as possible. And make sure to like, share, subscribe, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments below and I will make sure to answer them. Now, you guys, soon here, y'all, I'm about to offer some services. Like, yeah, I'm telling y'all, we trying to make this money this year, and I really, I know that it's not easy to, or not everyone is just a quick learner. I know a lot more people are more hands-on, like one-on-one time. So I really want to probably get something like that going for you guys, because I want to make sure that y'all are being successful and that, you know, you're not being overlooked if you have questions, because I know it's easy to get overlooked. So yeah, but anyway, like, share, subscribe. If y'all have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments, and I really hope this video helped you guys. But I will see you on the next one. Bye.